going on, my friends? Cubs fan Han here for another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, and I am thrilled today to have a special guest with us, the one, the only, the patron of us all, Grandepatron. What's going on, Grande?
Hey, how's it going? Super excited to be here, man. Appreciate you having me on, Cubs fan.
It is good to have you on. We've had several interactions, especially over on the RSG stream. For those of you who follow RSG, Grande is on the RSG. They stream on Wednesday nights, Saturday mornings, Saturday nights, and in about every crack in between possible that Finn can take care of.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely.
So tell us about yourself, Grande. For those of you who don't know Grandepatron, what do you do in Galaxy Heroes?
All right, so I'm Grandepatron. I've been playing this game for an incredibly long time.
Not as long as me.
That's right. You actually
just
figured
found
that out.
I got you by like a month.
You do. So, member of the Reality Skewed Gamers. Like you said, you can find us on YouTube. Just search Reality Skewed Gamers. Like and subscribe, and hit the little notification button because we are always streaming. And if you have a question, we definitely want to have you on so we can answer your question.
I've always said Reality Skewed Gamers, those guys are criminally unsubbed to. So go ahead, get over there and sub to Reality Skewed Gamers. Lots of good live streaming. So today we've got I'm really excited about what we're going to talk about today, especially for you old time players. And so all of these favorited characters you guys see right here, these are the original, the OG, the original 65 characters of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes.
Man, that's crazy to think about, isn't it? It is super crazy to think about.
We've more than doubled that many characters in game now. But man, this is a good-looking group. I mean, lots of memories with a lot of these characters, especially starting out. So Grande and I, we were in aggressive negotiations.
we were definitely in aggressive negotiations about it, which is funny. we were deciding if the level cap should go back to 60. No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody is nerfed. 60 right now.
That's
no Zetas.
We're going back to 60.
Gear back to 9. All that.
Oh, man.
We are going to discuss in this video, though, who our top 10 characters are from this original list. Who are the top 10 characters that have survived the test of time most? Now, most of these characters have received reworks. We're going to factor those in. We're not going to, try to consider them from that lens. We're just going to consider them from where they're at now. But to start with, let's throw this up on the board. This is our honorable mentions. I mean, we can't just do 10. We got to talk about a few of these, and that is going to be Old Ben, Royal Guard, Qui-Gon Jinn, Resistance Trooper, and Stormtrooper Han. And I just got to say, seeing Old Ben on this list, I mean, he is one of the first characters I remember looking at and just wanting to chuck my phone at.
Well, he was behind a paywall. Remember, this was a paywalled character.
Yep.
So you had to pull a bunch of chromium packs to be able to get him. He was super. I mean, if you ever went up against someone who had kind of knocked that one out of the park, and they had an Old Ben, even an Old Ben just at unlock, man. This character, high evasion, was really fast, a really great character to have. And to this day, Old Ben is a really great piece. Especially with, I mean, his rework now, where you can't even, if you put a Zeta on him, you can't even fracture through that taunt, is super impressive. It's crazy. Super impressive.
So annoying. Very, very good group. I remember Stormtrooper Han, the OG tank for me. I'll never forget when I realized what would happen when characters, it was like earth-shattering to me when I realized when he's taunting and people attack him, my team gets turn meter. That's so cool. Right? It was earth-shattering to me when I was first figuring out the mechanics.
Another
of
one of our honorable mentions, also the login character of the month. So potentially they're kind of giving either homage to the new movie, or potentially there's going to be something coming out where Stormtrooper Han will be used for something in a new game mode, or who knows, man. I bet you that's something to do with the movie.
What does this mean? What does that login character mean? That's the question every month. What does this mean? Let's look at numbers 6 through 10. Number 10 is Barasafi. We got number 9, Biggs. Number 8, Leia. Number 7, First Order Stormtrooper. And number 6, Daka. And yes, I did consent to put Barasafi on this list. Much to my dismay, but on the very butt of it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I remember Barris when we first started this game, before she was cancer in the game, that heal was the best heal in the game.
Without a doubt, it was definitely one of the best heals. Again, another character that was behind the paywall for a very long time. Everybody forgets you couldn't actually farm for her for quite a long time. But a very great heal. You know, you had a lot of buff immunity. You had heal immunity. And what was nice was equalization. Back then, I mean, it was even pre-protection, right? So health was everything. I mean, if you healed somebody, you were healing all of their hit points.
Before protection, healers were so much more important in this game.
They were so strong.
And a lot of you who haven't been playing the game long enough might not realize there was a day and age where we didn't even have protection. In fact, I remember taking to the forums to yell at the devs when they put protection in the game because I was so mad because my Luminara was all of a sudden completely worthless.
Lumi lead. I can't even. It was like one of the original evasion leaders for free to play. And she would get you through Galactic War.
Very much.
Remember back in the day? She was like your Galactic War hero.
I was like, how am I supposed to survive my Galactic War? I can't even heal this protection bar. This is crazy. Yeah. All right, some other characters on here. Leia, you know, she's pretty good, all right. But Daka, I mean, she was for the longest time worthless. And then when we finally reworked those Night Sisters, I mean, Daka, you really got to plan around Daka when you're going against a Night Sister team.
You know, old Daka, I mean, I'm a big Night Sisters fan and have been for quite some time. You know, old Daka was one of the best dark side healers that you had back in the day.
She was like the only dark side healer.
It was her or Talia. That was some of your only choices, right?
Yeah. And Talia hurt herself when she healed, so who wanted that?
And she did a revive. So there was a lot of times whenever we were trying to get through the dark side the dark side regular energy nodes, you would borrow someone's Daka as the leader so that you could get through the node, so that you could 3-star that initiative.
I farmed my Daka just for that.
Oh my god.
That's the whole reason I farmed Daka.
Great today, great when the game first came out. Absolutely. Good character.
All right, let's get to the top 5. We have got number 5, Boba Fett. Number 4, General Veers. Number 3, Asajj Ventress. Number 2, Akbar. And number 1, Darth Vader. And I just gotta say, it makes me really happy to see Vader topping this list, because I remember when I first picked up the game, day 1, I saw Darth Vader is in there in achievements, and I thought, I've got to have him. And then I finally got him, and I realized he's not that good. What is up with this? Why did I wait so long for this character to unlock him, only to find out that I can't even use him? And so now we've had this rework, and Darth Vader, he is meta right now.
Yes.
He's meta. He works in the meta. He has an amazing kit right now with that unique, all of that speed he's going to gain. I mean, I was actually running a test today where I had 295 speed on my BB-8, and my Darth Vader beat him to the first attack of the game. Absolutely crazy.
What I think is really interesting here is that one of the few characters on this list that has never been reworked and comes in at number 2 is Admiral Akbar. Akbar, no Zeta, no rework. It just goes to show you how great Akbar's kit is right out of the gate from day 1, and was free to play from the beginning.
Absolutely.
This is a great piece. I mean, there are people that are able to solo the heroic AAT today because they use an Akbar lead.
Yeah, and it's important to realize, I mean, so maybe you guys are scoffing at Akbar being number 2 because where is he in the arena? There's more in this game than the arena, people. He does amazing in the heroic tank raid, and at that, if you're willing to run the niche team, I do think that Akbar does work in the arena with a Hermit Yoda. You do have to have the mods for it. It's one of those teams. There's teams that are slightly more mod dependent, teams that maybe aren't as much. You got to have a freaking fast Akbar team if you're going to make it work. But still, when he works, that's what, in my opinion, that's one of the funnest teams to run in the game with Akbar and Hermit Yoda.
One of the interesting things I think is that you need to have Akbar in order to get Chimera, right? So there are a lot of times whenever while some of these characters may not be perfect today for just arena, or they may not be perfect for Ships Arena. They are good in other modes, and a lot of these characters, I would say, are stepping stone characters. One of the characters that we have down at number 7 is First Order Stormtrooper. Great piece in order to get BB-8, right? Leia down at number 8.
Yeah.
Great for you to be able to get CLS. Biggs Darklighter, you know, is still good, but his ship, we use it almost every day if you're in the Ships Arena. So without a doubt, some of these characters, while they've maybe lost some of their luster in Arena, they've definitely been pieces that helped out as we went along in our journey.
All right, guys, that rounds out our top 10 original Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes characters list. What do you think about our list? And more importantly, why don't you guys go ahead and fill up the comments with memories you have about these characters when you first started Galaxy Heroes. I know a lot of you guys are original players. That's something I love about this game. A lot of people come in, they play this game, and you've been here for the long haul. And I've kind of gauged that because on my Discord server, I have a role that you can assign to yourself where people will assign a role based on when they started the game. And the role that has the most attention on it is the very original launch shard players. A lot of us are still around, been playing this game for a long time, and I don't know about you, Grande. I want to play another 2 years. I love Galaxy Heroes. I love the grind, and I look at my characters, my roster here. It's like I open my app and they got my babies right here that I've just been with for so long now.
Absolutely, man. You know, made a lot of great friends, great community here. You know, really feel like. You know, we've got some new movies coming out, new characters coming. I'm sure there's new content. We're going to end up with some, you know, with a great couple of years ahead for sure.
Yeah, it's been a slow month this month, which is kind of paving way for a video like this. But it kind of feels like the calm before the storm, does it not?
Yeah, I think.
What could be coming?
Well, you know, we do have a new movie coming out. I think in you know, a little right around what, a month and a half or so. So you know, that's. I think that they're going to be gearing towards that. I think they've got a lot of great ideas. We got to
get our 5th Han Solo, baby.
I think a lot of us.
Bring it to me.
I think a lot of us too are still trying to digest some of the new content that just came out last month, man. And I'm kind of okay if they take a little bit of a lull so that we can kind
100%.
of so that we can try to figure out, okay, you know, what is our guild's cadence on doing the Sith Triumphant raid and still
a lot of guilds still don't have that figured out. I know my guild, we're still wrestling with this.
But trying to fit that in with territory wars, territory battles, and even the other raids. I mean, it feels like my guild's raiding all the time. So, you know, you got to try to figure out how do you work that so that everybody feels like that they're able to kind of strike a balance with all the different game modes.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, let us know down in the comments below how you feel about the list. Get over to Reality Skewed Gamers, subscribe to them, and you can listen to Grandepatron sing and do the polka every single Wednesday, Saturday morning, and Saturday evening.
That's right.
All right, thanks for coming on the video today, Grande, and as always, my buddies, don't forget.
For my dead body. Sorry about the mess.